Hi everyone, welcome back to the construction update for November. It's Friday afternoon, mid-afternoon. The site's just quieting down now with a lot of the guys finished for the day. Got some good progress to show you this month again. We'll take you for a walk around all the relevant areas and talk about those and a few little details that we think might be interesting. Right at this minute we're standing on Building 2, Level 2. At the last update, this wasn't even formed up. So in the month they've formed, put the steel in, roughed in all the surfaces, poured the slab. So we'll go for a bit of a walk through. We're in 224 at the moment, on the border of 225. So we'll walk towards the Stratton Tce front. So just on the left there's the lift core and the main corridor. As we walk through you'll see the starter bars that give you the shape of the main corridor. Just to my right is the where the service riser cupboards will be for the typical floors on Building 2. The orange box there is for mechanical, and then these other conduits coming up through the slab are for different services, electrical, hydraulic. Last update, none of this was here, so it's been solid effort by the guys as we lead into Christmas. So at the moment they're taking the scaffold up for the next level and continuing their jumps as they go higher in the building.
Okay, so last month you would have seen in this area it was a sea of acro props acting as a formwork for the Building 2 Level 2 slab. All that's now been stripped and you can see the full entry, sort of 4 or 5 metres high. This is the main entry to the complex. It's nice and open through here. Start to see some shapes now around the refuge bins for retail. Up there is the air conditioning plant room for Building 2, and then we've got some more refuge bin rooms over here. So standing on Stratton Tce, just a bit of comfort for our buyers. We made a commitment from the very beginning of the project that we would drop the 2 high voltage poles that were on Stratton Tce. They had the HV cables, NBN cables and such like. This was an 18-month process with the authorities, but I'm glad to say that these poles are now removed from Stratton Tce, and it just opens up that facade for the buyers on that front elevation. Just going to take you for a quick walk now back through to Building 1, show you what's going on over there. There's a couple of little details on the ground level that are worth pointing out on our path. So come on over. So on the left here, the guys have in the process of setting up for their site office. So in the new year we'll be moving that from where the pool's going to be down into Retail 2. We'll show you that when that's set up, and over in Retail 1 will eventually be the site lunch area once we clear this area of the props. Just a couple of quick things here. So this is part of the central corridor spine. We've got the cutout here, so the mailboxes will be presented to the street, and then planer bed. So on the other side of this wall will be the secured area. We'll backtrack a little bit, and between these 2 columns will be the main gate entry from Stratton Tce into the centre of the building. So we've just walked up the central stairway scaffold structure that connects the 2 buildings and allows everyone to walk around the site. This scaffold will get wrapped on Monday, so we've got a little window where we can see the view corridor over my shoulder. So this will be effectively level 2 of Building 1. The view corridor is starting to open up beautifully, and there's some nice view lines on the lower levels as well. Since our last report, slab for the back side of level 1 has been poured.
The front side, Stratton Tce, the blockwork's now installed, and the guys will be moving on to the block on the west side. We'll take you for a little walk back through some of the down on the deck in a second.
So a bit of a shout out to our block layers, IRP Masonry. These guys finished block work on building 1, level 1, probably Tuesday this week, and this is how they leave it for us. It's the mortar's all cleaned up, they stack their pallets, and they respect the next trade that's coming in. So a big shout out to IRP Masonry. Right, we're going to go into a bit of detail now around the balconies and the pedestal tile system. So you can see there's a step down from internal floor slab to bottom of balcony slab. Now that recess is taking the fall in the slab for the drainage, and the pedestal tile system that sits on this deck finishes flush into the living area and sits on the hob of these balcony planters, and this is the balustrade to the 116. And obviously that gets planted out with soil and plants and such like. And then we have a balustrade that closes off that gap as a feature. We'll go into the more detail around how those tiles sit on the pedestals in a second. So this is the test sample of the pedestal system that we're using for the balconies. It's a 20mm tile that actually sits on the pedestal itself off that slab to have the actual balcony floor level, but the slab below that is obviously at falls to catch all the drainage.
So as Tony mentioned while he was standing up on the deck, the pedestal system's got a couple of purposes. One's to allow easy cleaning, where you've effectively got free flow as you push down through those cracks, and then that'll eventually drain. It gives us a level surface so that dining tables, chairs are not sitting on an uneven surface which would normally have occurred as the tiles have got to go full to drainage. And the last one is that allows us to get that level threshold, internal to external, that Tony mentioned. Thanks for tuning in. This will be our last update for 2023. We'll be back in 2024 at the end of January, so the next update you'll get will be on or around the first week in February. Site activities will close down on Wednesday the 20th, and reopen, the guys will be back on the 2nd of January. That's it for 2023 from 191 Stratton.
So look, thanks for watching. Have a Merry Christmas and a safe New Year, and we'll see you in a few weeks.